Working of the institutions, the need for the political institutions is today's topic. What is a need for a political institution to be instituted? What is the purpose to have this one? In order to establish the reason for why do we need a political institution, let us find out now. First, when we talk about government, the basic responsibility of the government is to ensure safety and security to all its citizens. When I say security, it's not providing security for the top ministerial posts or the prime minister or some delegates or having some special force to protect them. It is the basic responsibility of the government to provide security for every common man. It is not necessarily to provide them some X category security or Y category security or Z category security. The government has to ensure that everybody is safe. They live in a safe atmosphere, safe conditions for them to survive and live in the society happily. So that is a basic responsibility of the government. And moving on further, we get many responsibilities. As rightly mentioned by Jeremy Bentham, that the duties of the government start from the womb to the tomb. When you are in the mother's womb itself, the duties of the government will start and they continue till your body is buried and a tomb is built on that. How is it possible? When you are in the mother's womb, it is the government's responsibility to provide certain kind of injections or dosages which ensures that you are healthy in the mother's womb. Certain special injections are given to the mothers who are carrying and who are pregnant ladies. So for them all, government ensures that certain medicine dosages are given to them. And from then, the responsibility of the government starts. In every walk of your life, the responsibility of the government continues. Till where it continues? You are born, you become big, you earn something, you do jobs, you get married, you have children, they grow, you marry to them, to their partners, then finally you attain to an age of 80 or 90 and you pass away. It is the responsibility of the government to ensure a particular place for you, to bury you or to burn you or whatever according to your religious customs, based on the religion what do you follow. So in this every walk of life, before you are born, when you are in the mother's womb itself, too, the duties what you finished and you are leaving this world, but it is the responsibility of the government to ensure that your dead body is being buried properly and that doesn't cause any harm to the other people in the society. So there are n number of duties of the modern day governments. Let us see some of them. One, as I mentioned earlier, the security. Second, providing educational facilities to all the people, ensuring that in 2012 an act was passed stating that Right to Education Act, 2009 we have the Right to Education Act which got implemented in 2012. So according to this act, the children who are aged from 6 to 14 years of age are entitled to get free and compulsory education, so that up to 8th standard, the minimum basic requirement whatever is necessary for them to lead an understandable life, to understand the policies and the framework of the government, to understand how the policies are implemented, to understand what government want to say and how to get an account transaction in the banks and all these things, he will be able to understand and read and write his name and details, so that up to 8th standard it has been made compulsory and mandatory that every student or every child is getting proper education. In India, we have many other countries where free education is provided freely for them unto a certain age. Now, the other important responsibility what we call is health. Providing health to everyone is also another basic responsibility of the government. Recently, we have seen certain special cards were being entitled to the people who are under the below poverty line to ensure that they will get good treatment in the government hospitals, or if necessary in the private hospitals, when you produce this card. Let us say that when it was in the Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy's reign, it is known as Arogyasri card. When it moved on to Chandrababu Naidu's reign, it is renamed as NTR Arogyasri card or something. So, any card which is proving that the government has the responsibility to ensure that every citizen, he may be a rich or a poor person. For the rich, you need not take care. Obviously, they are rich, they can take care of themselves. For the poor or the below poverty line people, they also should be entitled to get better treatment so that they can be healthy. And collection of the taxes, it is a first responsibility when we say the collection of the taxes, because when you have the tax collection only, you can implement and you can plan, because you have sufficient amount of funds with you, which give you an opportunity to build something, to develop something. Where the government does not have money, the chances of doing something, it becomes very less. And now, decisions and implementations. Someone has to be in place to take the decisions, and someone has to be there to implement them. Who will take the decisions and who will implement them? If any issues arise between them, or if there are any differences coming between them, who will settle the disputes that are coming between them? In all the modern day democracies, we have certain systems in place. Even the key position member who is sitting in the key position, maybe let's put like Prime Minister, is changing his post, but still the things go on happening. Even for a CM seat falls vacant when there is an interim government happening or elections happening, but still the government activities continues, the administration works. So there is a system which is in place in almost all the democratic countries. This setting up of systems in place is called institutions. This is also known as instituting an institution. We have many institutions instituted in our country, because India is also a democratic country, or India is the largest democratic country in the world. Now, moving on to understand what is the need for the political institutions. In order to ensure the responsibilities of the government to take care properly for their security of the citizens, or providing educational facilities to all its younger generation people or the next generation people, health, providing good health facilities to the people, tax collection, whatever may be the responsibility, it is someone we need to take some decisions. It may be political, administrative, or whatever so on, and we also need somebody to implement them effectively. And in order to take decisions, in order to implement them, there are certain systems in place in the modern days. Even the person who is sitting in the key position may change, but the system continues. A new person may come into this position's place. So this is nothing but a system getting instituted. This systems getting instituted is called placing of institutions in place, or institutioned. There are many institutions. What are those institutions in our democratic country? We will check now.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.